What's going on, everybody? This your boy KCFL King Set for Life Wrestling Takes. I know some of y'all like, man, you didn't give us no Rampage review. No, because Rampage was hot garbage, ladies and gentlemen. Rampage was hot garbage. I'm sorry. You had maybe two things that was decent on the show. I'll talk about those two things. And SmackDown, let me tell you something. SmackDown was better, but still wasn't all that. Hour one of SmackDown was excellent. Hour two, it was just too much missing. It's just missing at the miss at the miss. The main event was straight. I liked Shinsuke Nakamura versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. I like the fact that what Triple H is trying to do, he's trying to bring prestige back to the U.S. title and the Intercontinental Championship. That's what you want to do. That's what Vince McMahon could care less about. So I give Triple H props on that. I feel the Raw Women's title picture is a better picture than the SmackDown Women's Championship picture because I was on board with Shayna getting involved. Now I really don't know what the clown they doing because Ronda came back, dropped a bunch of money on the table, and she got cheered like a babyface. Meanwhile, fans didn't turn on Liv. They booing Liv. I don't know. I was really on board. I have no idea which way you go. And we know Charlotte's waiting in the wing. Everybody know that. So, I don't know. I have no clue how you do that. Triple H going to have to figure that thing out. Let me tell you something, man. This whole retardation of champions losing on TV, I destroyed Tony Khan for doing that stuff. Triple H followed suit. What is the point of having the Raw and SmackDown tag team champions be on TV just to continue to lose and look like busters? I get it. You want to make Drew McIntyre look like he's this unbeatable foe before he gets his hands on Roman. You didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that, man. This is why I say champions losing on TV just look retarded. They look stupid. It's dumb booking. And, I want to give a major shout out to one of my guys that I, follow in the IWC. Listen, my man is very controversial because let me tell you something. There's a lot of people in the IWC can't stand this man. But let me tell you something. Last night, my man had a live stream, and he was basically trying to give pointers on how he would better both companies. And I got to give my man nothing but props. Shout out to my main man, Mr. King Mike. Salute to you, sir. I like some of the things that you were saying. And I'm going to talk about AEW right now. What the man said, he said that with Triple H running WWE, he said that this could be a blessing in disguise for AEW. And he said what AEW needs to focus more in on is getting better in the stories. And he ain't lying. My man is not lying. Because I say that a lot. I say we in all-out season. This is the time. Tony Khan got 3 weeks. He got 3 weeks to build around CM Punk and Moxley. He has 3 weeks to build around, because that's your main event. Everybody in the mama know that's the main event. And there's a huge discord online about that. I'm going to get to that when I get there. Build around that. You have the core main event. The core main event is set. Now let's build the rest of the show around that. Story is the number one thing. Rampage was a complete waste of time. Parker Bardeau, young man has promise. I don't know what the clown they get ready to do with Sonny. They decided to make that man a heel. I don't know. I have no clue. I can't even call that, to be honest with you. We getting ready to get Swerve in their glory going against Private Party for the tag team titles. You know they're not winning. Obviously, I'm assuming the match is going to be good. It's going to be on Rampage next week. Tony Khan, you got to get cats to give a crap about Rampage. If you just throwing bull crap together and make it just look like it's just dark for us to see, ain't nobody going to want to watch it. Nobody going to give a crap. Ain't nobody going to give a crap about that bull crap. Nobody, man. Listen, you want to hear this from cats who are hardcore AEW heads to tell you the bold-faced truth. Because I'm going to tell you the bold-faced truth that you need to hear. And for people wondering, I got my Twitter page up. So people that know, they can reach out to me. You know where to follow me. This is the Twitter page right here. You see it, KCFL Resident Takes, a.k.a. Marcel Beast of Blessings. This is where you can follow me and everything. So let's go ahead and talk about Rampage, SmackDown, all of this. Everything as a whole, just all together. Presentation is the key. I keep saying it every time I do a review, every time I do a video. Parker Bardeau, young man has promise. He has upside. I don't want to call him Brock Jr. I want him to be his own man. I want him to be Parker Bardo. Now, he's hanging out with Dabari's younger brother, who has a new faction. They call themselves the Trust Busters. They got some food on here that look like my man from Malibu's Most Wanted. That's what every time I see him with the goofy hat hanging out the side, all I keep hearing is "Don't be hating." That's all I hear when I see that dude. I think his name is Slim J or something like that. Now you add Sunny Kiss. I don't know. I have no clue. Tony Khan, why the clown are we wasting away Dante Martin and Sky Blue? That matchup, that mixed tag team match, was a complete waste of time. And listen, he did it because Sammy and Tay just got married. Y'all seen the video. He was there dancing with him. So he said, "Hey, I got your back. You're gonna win." Unfortunately, what is the point of Dante constantly being on TV if the man's just gonna lose all day long? I'm tired of this bullcrap, Tony Khan. We need to cut this crap out. If Dante is on my TV, if he ain't winning, man, what's the point? What is the point of Dante being on the show if he ain't winning? None. None whatsoever. I'm telling you, it's no point. There is absolutely no point. I'm tired of it. We need to cut the stuff out, man. Every time. Anytime I see Dante going against somebody, I already know the man finna lose. Every time. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. So, anyway. Like I said, presentation, Tony Khan. If you want cats to give a care about Rampage, you got to get. First of all, Rampage was quote unquote supposed to be your B show or your Smackdown, because you know Dynamite is the Raw. Rampage is the Smackdown. What you might need to do, you might need to look for another night, and you need to go live, and it needs to be 2 hours. Somewhere down the line, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to, because they went totally away from the foundation of how Rampage was set. Rampage was set 3 matches. You had the first 2 matches, and then you had the main event where Mark Henry leads in. He's in the middle, and he's talking to whoever's wrestling each other. That format to me was great. Then you started adding a whole lot of extra bull crap that just don't need to be. It's like you're just trying to throw all this. It's not going to work. Somebody need to tell Tony Khan, bro, it's not going to work. We're telling you right now. We're trying to help you out, man. We want AEW to succeed. We're trying to help you out. What you did last night was hot garbage. Or Friday night was hot garbage. It was trash. Now, the back and forth with DG and Brian, that was great. It was excellent. I like that. That was good. And then, like I said, Parker Bardo. Outside of that, I ain't really care about nothing on the show. Nothing. You know, like he just doing all this extra stuff like this. That. No, man. No. Slow down. Go back to the format of how you did it. And then figure out we're going to get Rampage to be 2 hours. And then if you want to start doing a little bit of extra on Rampage, fine. But trying to do 20 trillion things in 1 hour ain't going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to feel like everything is rushed. You just throwing it together and say, hey, look, you didn't see these cats on Dynamite, so you get to see these cats on Rampage. Nah, it ain't cutting. It's not cutting. It's not. So, back over to Smackdown. Kofi, like here's the deal. We still running the rematch thing. Because think about it. You thought Ricochet, he claimed he was finna move up to Gunther or whoever won for the Intercontinental Championship. Who come out the woodwork? Baron Corbin. He's not done. It's rematch city. Rematch, and then Kofi getting jumped by who? The Viking Raiders. It's like, are we done? Let's move on. We can't. We got to keep the rematches going. Nah, I ain't here for that. I'm not here. I'm here for fresh fuse. Let's do something different. Now, this whole repackaging of Karrion Kross, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see how Triple H continues to book this young man. You know, the IWC is mixed on him. You got a lot of your hardcore heads that absolutely love Karrion Kross, and then you got the people who just take a dump on him. You know, I was one of those people who took a dump on him the first go around. I'm going to see how Triple H does this time. His wife needs to be with him all times. I don't care nothing about that satanic bullcrap that she be doing, but she needs to be with him at all times. They just go together. So, I don't know what we getting ready to do. Obviously, I guess Drew and him gonna beef before he gets to run. I don't know, man. I have no clue what Triple H is doing, whatever he's trying to tell. But as you can see, Triple H is bringing everybody to mama back. And speaking of bringing everybody to mama back, Hit Row minus Swerve is back in WWE. I'm going to be 1,000% with y'all. Hit Row came back because he needs another. I might get hate for this. He needs another group to shuck and jive. Street Profits are getting destroyed. They get ready to get broken up. The New Day ain't 100%. So he needs the black group to go in here and start doing all this stereotypical, all this crap. I'll be honest with you. They look naked without Swerve. They just look naked without Swerve. Listen, they back. Like I said, they need more tag teams. Obviously, Top Dollar and Ashante, they gonna be a tag team. While B-Fab, I guess B-Fab gonna be added into the women's singles picture. I guess, I don't know, but like I said, Triple H, you know you gotta have. You already know. Like I said, New Day ain't on the show. Street Profits, they can really get broken up, so we gotta have somebody out there buck dancing. So Triple H said, "Hey, Hit Row, come on back on here." And I know people gonna be mad at me when I just said what I just said, but I'm just telling you both face truth. That's it, you know. So that's that on the Hit Row situation. Now I wanted to talk before I talk about Moxley and them. Everybody keep talking about Bray Wyatt. Listen, when he show up, whenever he pull up, that's when I start talking about him. The same thing goes for Naomi and Sasha. When they pull up, that's when I start talking about them again. I'm tired of these dirt sheets keep putting out this foolishness because they don't have nothing else to talk about. Just putting this out, saying one thing and saying that. Now, I know people was talking about Bray because of what Vince McMahon had said about him, talking about he was overweight and all this bull crap. And he just, listen, Vince McMahon is a clown. How many times I got to tell y'all that buffoon is a clown? I tell y'all every day, Vince McMahon is nothing more than a circus clown. We are not wrestling heads without him, but he is a circus clown through and through. That's all you need to know. So, now, let's talk about it. So, there has been a huge discord about Moxley and CM Punk going into All Out. Fans are divided on both sides. And when I say that, I'm talking about WWE fans and AEW fans. See, the IWC, man, let me tell y'all something. This whole tribalism bull crap, everybody watch everything. These fools that be sitting up hating all day, they tune in every week. They watch it. Let me tell you something. One of the major reasons why cats be comparing ratings is because they're part of, let's say, Dynamite does 900 something. They're part of that 900 something because they watch live. They want AEW to hit the huge number too, but they'll take shots and say, look, Raw did 2.1 or 1.9 and Smackdown did 2.2 while Rampage did 972 and Rampage did 300 something. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell y'all all the time, if Tony Khan wants people to watch his program, his job is to get them to give a crap about what he's putting on TV. Same thing goes for Triple H. That's the name of the game. I tell y'all all the time. Listen, I'm not here live like majority of the time. I'm not here live to watch wrestling. I'm not. I'm out working, handling business, doing what I got to do. So normally I come home, I watch it on DVR, you know, and I believe there is a listen, there is a whole lot more that they just don't talk about when it's concerned the DVR side. Because they said it's possibly about 2 million some people that DVR AEW all the time. They just don't watch it live. Look at their YouTube numbers. Their YouTube is about 3 million, if I'm not mistaken. Same thing goes for WWE. So with WWE doing like maybe 1.9 for Raw or 2.2, there's probably like 6 million to 7 million people who watch Raw and SmackDown, but they're not at home because they figure I'll just catch it on DVR. Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all understand that cable television is getting ready to be obsolete? Why do you think it's all about streaming services? One thing I can give WWE props is that they already got the streaming service down pat. You watch all their pay-per-views on that garbage Peacock app. I can't stand Peacock, but the fact that if you want to watch a WWE pay-per-view, you go to the Peacock app. This is where AEW has to work on getting their streaming service, which I believe that's what's this whole Time Warner / Discovery Maybe they might hook up something with HBO Max. I don't know. I'm not in the know, so I can't really tell you all that. But I believe in the future, that's what they're gonna do, because so many people be talking about ain't nobody finna sit up and spend $50 on the pay per view. Let me tell you something. I do. Why? Because for the most part, I enjoy what Tony Khan does on television. Is there room for improvement? Absolutely. I'll tell you every day there is 1,000% room for improvement when it's concerning Tony Khan and his booking. But I feel that I don't have a problem throwing out $50 every what they got, 4 pay-per-views. I don't mind throwing that out there. Now when you add the Ring of Honor shows, that's $40 and everything. I don't have a problem with that. But I know there's a lot of people, especially with the times we in, a lot of people like, well, I don't really have that much money. Take that back. Fools got the money. They spend money on what the heck they want to spend money on. Let's keep it a buck. How many times do I see these clowns pulling up to these different wrestling shows and you see them sitting front row? It don't matter if it's WWE show, Impact, regardless, AEW. They be sitting front row. So fools got money to spend. It's what the heck you gonna spend your money on. So, myself, I don't have a problem doing it. But if Tony Khan and them do come up with a streaming service or something, streaming service, just like how the WWE, $10, perfect. But here's the deal: you ain't getting $10 worth of pay per view. You getting $50. You getting your money's worth. If you get what I'm trying to go, that's what I'm talking about. So, booking Jon Moxley and CM Punk. So the fans are divided. Moxley has been on the road right now. Now, my biggest gripe with Moxley, everybody should already know. Moxley bleeds way too much. He bleeds way too much. It seems like no matter what, that man finding some kind of way to get. I'm like, bro, you don't need to do it. You do not need to. You don't need to do it, man. You just don't need to do it. Do it when it calls for it. Now, outside of the bleeding and all that stuff, the young man has been carrying himself. Heck, the man been carrying AEW on his back. That's why so many people feel like AEW, and I've been seeing so many people, especially now IWC on Twitter or whatever, be basically saying, oh, look, AEW's falling off. They saying that because Triple H didn't took back over WWE. That's all they saying. I'm going to say it like this. The injuries, in a way, did kind of hurt AEW because they lost a whole lot of their core. And Tony Khan is like, all right, this is what I'm working with right now. Now here's the deal. If Tony Khan want to take a chance on somebody, he'll take a chance on them. You got a whole bunch of these cats that work for you that's already there. I'm not talking about WWE clowns. I'm talking about cats that's AEW bred and born. They came from the independent scene and went straight to AEW. You got a whole bunch of these cats that's sitting right there. It's time. While you had all these different injuries happen, let's build up some of these new cats so everybody can know, okay, who is this cat right here? Who is her? Who is him? This is what I'm talking about. So, CM Punk on the other hand. CM Punk had broke his foot. He was out. He come back. Everybody going nuts. You got people who feel a certain kind of way about CM Punk because of the pipe bomb and all this stuff. And, people going to feel the way about CM Punk no matter what. It don't matter what he say, people going to say something about him. If I'm booking this show, if I'm booking the main event, this is how I'm going to do it. Well, throughout the entire show, you got Shawn Spears, who we ain't seen in a minute. You got Shawn Spears, who's been chilling in the audience, but he just been acting goofy. So everybody on commentary can't ignore. They say, what is Shawn Spears doing? Like he's been sitting out here all night. He's been, he been acting a fool, just clowning. So right there, something should be peeking in your head. MJF is here. So Moxley comes out, CM Punk come out. Now they're gonna be right in the backyard. They're gonna be up here at the Now Arena. Matter of fact, I passed it up yesterday doing my work. The crowd is gonna be so split. It's gonna be so split. Now people are saying for this one, even though the fans was kind of booing Moxley, I might have to have CM Punk just play heel for this. because Moxley just been on the roll. So I might want to have CM Punk play the hero. I don't know how Tony Khan is going to do it, but like I said, if I'm me, I'm going to have CM Punk play the hero, even though he's still babyface. But just play it, just embrace it. Go based on how the audience are. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. That is one thing I can give Tony Khan and them props, because remember when we got Heyman versus Bryan? Bryan had to heal it up, and they didn't fight it. Bryan didn't try to force being a babyface at that time because he knew that Heyman was over like a mug. Well, this same situation right here. Moxley said, while you was out chilling, I was basically carrying this company, and once again, just showing that I am the best AEW champion this company has ever had. So you can carry on and get everybody tripping about all this and quote unquote be careful, because you might quote unquote break your foot again. So we get to the match. Both of them out there, both of them beating the snot at each other, and neither one of them is bleeding. Still got Shawn Spears just chilling in the audience, just acting a complete fool. Close, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Moxley goes over, and he is now your undisputed AEW World Heavyweight Champion. That is the right call, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want CM Punk to get it back right now, because based on the momentum that Moxley is on right now, he's like on top. The BCC is like the top, they the top group right now in AEW. Heck, you might say they the top group in wrestling right now, period. So Shawn Spears comes out. Well, actually, he gets out his seats, and he gets in the ring, and he confronts the both of them. CM Punk gets up, and the both of them say, "Where your boss at? Because we know we here. Where he at?" He said, "Man, what you talking about, man?" So they just looking at him. He looking at them. Out the woodwork, MJF go. He comes out. That crowd goes completely crazy. And the two of them beat the brakes off of CM Punk and Moxley. They beat the brakes. I'm telling you, they tear them up. They tear them up. And after that, MJF picks up both championships. He looks at the camera and he says, "I'm back, you freaking marks." Now, you know what he said, because I don't curse, but you know. Drops the championships, and him and Sean walk off busting up laughing. JR is going nuts on commentary, going ape, because you know how JR get. Anytime when you got that monstrous heel that don't nobody like, old school JR would lose his voice because he can't stand somebody. That's what you do. Or actually, you know what? If you don't get JR to do it, you get Tony Schiavone to do it. Tony Schiavone, because you know he can't stand MJF. He can't stand that man. He goes completely ape over this, and this is unfair, and this is wrong. Get ready for Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. So now from there, you got 3 weeks to build up the Grand Slam. I'm building up the triple threat: Moxley, Punk, MJF, and I have MJF going over at Grand Slam in the main event. He will now become your new AEW champion. And from there on, Tony Khan, you have the option to build up as many baby faces to try to take him out, but also be building up. If you want to do the CM Punk train again, fine. But I'm thinking about possibly maybe this would be the time to start building up Ricky Starks. Maybe this would be the time. You know, because I personally said Will Hobbs would be the first. Maybe they go that route and say we're going to build up Ricky. And somewhere down the line, Ricky be the one to take it. I don't know. I have no clue what Tony Khan has in store. But I'm telling you right now, just me booking MJF coming back, I will book him just like that. I will book him coming out the woodwork. Him and Sean beat the snot out of both of them. They beat the brakes off of both of them. He picks up the championships, looks at the camera, and says, "I'm back, you freaking marks." And that's how all out would go off. Now, Clash of the Castle is a completely different storyline. Do you have Drew go over? Do you have Austin Theory cash in? What the heck do you do? Triple H got his hands full with that situation. But we're going to find out. And y'all best believe I'm reviewing both. So this time, you will have a review for Saturday night and a review for Sunday. I mean, I got back-to-back reviews. I'm almost thinking like maybe I might just do one big super dumb man review where it's Clash of the Castle and All Out. But I think I might just do Clash of the Castle for Saturday night, and then I'll do All Out for Sunday night. So we got both of them going back to back. That was on purpose. That was a counterattack. Now, didn't nobody think a year, because I knew they said it was going to be a pay-per-view the same weekend of All Out. So we knew this pay-per-view was coming. Didn't nobody see Vince McMahon not being a part of it. You know. But, ladies and gentlemen, I done went on. I talked. I gave a little, quote-unquote review of both shows. Like, it was just basically a overview of everything that happened on Friday night. We'll be back Wednesday. Full effect. Everything just going down. Like I said, Tony Khan know what he got to do. He know what he has to do. Putting on trash like that ain't going to cut it. Putting on garbage like what you put on is not going to cut it. It's just not. So, I'll talk to y'all cats later. Y'all know what to do. You first, if you're brand new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment to tell me how you would book. How would you book MJF coming back? How would you book Rampage? How would you book Clash of the Castle? Do that. Tell me how you feel about it. I'm always going to be here. This your boy Caseyfield, King Self for Life Wrestling It Takes. I'm gone.